Hey, and welcome to another raid guide with me, Dave, from the Kodo. Today we're going to be doing the Butcher. We did this, the Kodo did this in normal difficulty. LFR doesn't really have the same mechanics, but normal and up, you're going to need to know these mechanics. So you can see the Butcher starts out in the middle of the room, and we have a couple of areas set up. Before the fight, this fight takes a great deal of paying attention and coordination between the groups. You're going to set up a couple of different groups. In this setup, we have red X being the tanks. Green and the triangle and the moon are two sets of groups, and then the condom or the orange one is a third group. Now, what happens here is the Butcher will do these swiping attacks that leave a debuff, and if you take more than 3 of them, then you start to take a great deal of damage, and it's very hard to mitigate. You don't want to have the tanks getting these debuffs, so this is why you have the groups. The Butcher is always going to do a swipe on the group that's biggest around him, so you can control where he's going to swipe based on having the groups, the moon group and the triangle group. So in our setup, on moon we have 2 people, on triangle we have 2 people, and then we have floaters. So we have 2 people that sit behind those groups so they don't become part of the group. When the moon group takes 3 swipes, the third person will step back, creating a group that's smaller, while on the triangle side, that third person, which is the mage there, is going to step in and make that group bigger so that they take the swipes. Once they take 2 or 3 swipes, they switch out and they do it again. Every once in a while, you're going to see him do like a little bit of a charge, which you saw a little bit earlier. When this happens, you want the biggest group to be the orange group, which is the furthest away group. So when that happens, when he blows everybody away like that, and then you want orange to be the biggest group. He's going to charge towards it right there and hit everybody, and then he's going to come back to the tanks because they have the most threat, and you're just going to rinse and repeat. At 30%, there is a frenzy that gets kicked in, and during this frenzy, he will do 10% more damage, and his attacks are 30% quicker. Nothing serious in normal mode. Heroic and Mythic add a little bit more difficulty to this, but LFR and normal, it's not very difficult to figure out. You just got to have a lot of talking between the groups. You know what's going on. You're changing the group size based on who's taking the most of those swipes, and you can see that the stacks do fall off. So when I'm in the role of healer here, you can see that you just got to pay attention to the one group and then the tanks that are taking those damage. Orange group is rarely ever going to need to take any healing. You're just going to be paying attention to those 2 groups, and I put down my circle of healing, and it's fine there. It hits all the groups and kind of takes care of it. So if you have a couple of druids or some shaman, you can put down healing ray and you can do that thing. And as you can see there, we killed them pretty easily. So it's basically make sure that you are paying attention to how big the groups are, so that you can decide where he's going to be swiping, and you're not getting more than 3 stacks of that swipe debuff on you. If this was helpful, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for some more tips, tricks, guides, and all the above on all gaming, as well as Minecraft and World of Warcraft. And like always, good luck and have fun.